Ever wondered if your partner truly loves you, but there's something holding them back from fully committing? Maybe they show you affection, but their reluctance to take the next step leaves you feeling confused. What if the truth is that they love you deeply, but there's something preventing them from fully opening up? It could be fear, past experiences, or the timing just isn't right yet. Sometimes, our partners may be emotionally ready but face barriers that make it difficult to take that leap into full commitment. In today's video, we'll explore the signs that could indicate your partner is deeply in love with you but waiting for the right moment to fully commit. Stay tuned as we uncover these key signs that may help you understand what's really going on in their heart and mind. 1. They are consistent in their actions and words. One of the clearest signs that your partner loves you deeply but may be waiting for the right moment to commit fully is their consistency in both actions and words. It's easy for someone to tell you that they love you, but when their actions align with their words, that's when you know their feelings are genuine. They don't just say, "I love you," when the moment feels right or when they're feeling particularly emotional. They show it through their consistent actions, day in and day out. Consistency is key in building trust and creating a sense of security in a relationship. For example, they might check in with you regularly, even during busy days, just to see how you're doing. It's not a grand gesture, but a small, consistent act that shows they care and are thinking of you. They may make an effort to remember little details, like the name of your favorite coffee shop or the song you always play during road trips. These small acts of attentiveness reflect a deep, emotional connection that goes beyond words. When it comes to reliability, you can always count on them. Whether it's following through on promises, being there when they say they will be, or supporting you during tough times, their consistency creates a foundation of trust. Even if they haven't made any official promises about the future, you know they're there for you in the present, which can make you feel safe in the relationship. Their reliability isn't just about being dependable in practical matters, like helping you with tasks or making sure you get home safely. It also extends to emotional support. If you're having a rough day, they know how to comfort you without being asked. They're genuinely invested in your well-being, not because they feel obligated, but because they care deeply. Even if they haven't fully committed to a future together yet, their consistent behavior demonstrates a deep affection. They may hold back from making long-term promises, but their actions speak volumes. They've already committed to showing up for you emotionally and physically, and this steady presence is their way of expressing love. While they might not yet be ready to label the relationship or make long-term plans, their consistency shows that they're emotionally invested and willing to nurture what you share. This behavior might come across as slow-moving to someone who's looking for immediate commitment, but the reality is that consistency builds a much stronger foundation. It shows that their feelings for you are not fleeting or based on temporary emotions. Instead, they are deeply rooted in respect, care, and love, qualities that make a relationship last. While they may not yet be ready to take the next step, you can trust that they're already emotionally committed, even if they're waiting for the right time or personal circumstances to take the plunge. 2. They want to know more about your life and future. When someone deeply loves you, their interest in your life doesn't just stop at the present moment. They're genuinely curious about your past, your present, and especially your future. This isn't just small talk, it's an indication that they care about what makes you happy and are invested in your well-being and personal growth. They want to understand who you are as a person, what drives you, and where you see yourself heading in the years to come. Even if they aren't ready to fully commit to the relationship yet, this interest in your goals and dreams shows that they're open to the idea of growing together in the future. For someone who loves you, their questions about your life are not just for the sake of conversation, they are signals of their emotional investment. They want to know about your career aspirations, whether you want to travel the world, or what kind of home you dream of living in one day. They ask about your passions, your goals, and what excites you about the future. These questions go beyond idle curiosity. They show that they see a future where you're both a part of it, even if that future is still uncertain. This desire to know about your future is often linked to their own hopes of sharing that future with you. They might ask about your long-term plans, whether it's about your career, your dreams of having a family, or even your personal ambitions. While they may not be ready to make concrete commitments, such as moving in together or planning a marriage, the fact that they care enough to inquire about these things shows that they are, at the very least, emotionally available for the idea of a future together. They are not just going through the motions, they are considering how your future could align with theirs, even if they aren't ready to make big decisions yet. By asking about your future, they show that they're willing to invest time and effort into understanding where you want to go, and whether or not they can be a part of that journey. This can be a huge sign of commitment, even without the immediate expectation of taking steps toward a relationship milestone. It shows that they're emotionally available and thinking beyond the present. In essence, they are preparing for the future, but they may just be waiting for the right moment or circumstances to take the next step. For example, they might ask you about your career aspirations and offer support in achieving those goals, or they might ask about your family and lifestyle preferences, signaling that they're mentally preparing to align their life with yours. This is a subtle yet powerful indicator that they care not just about the now, but also about what comes next. It suggests that, even though they aren't ready to make major commitments, they are already thinking about the possibility of a life together, and that shows a level of investment and emotional readiness that is crucial for a long-term relationship. In short, when your partner asks about your future, it's not just idle chatter. It's a sign that they are thinking about what could be, and they're open to growing alongside you. They are investing in the relationship by showing an interest in the bigger picture, even if they're not yet ready to take that next step toward commitment. 3. They have introduced you to close family or friends. When someone loves you deeply but isn't quite ready to commit, one of the most significant signs is their willingness to introduce you to their close family or friends. This is an important milestone in any relationship because it shows a level of emotional investment that goes beyond casual dating or surface-level interactions. It's not something someone would typically do unless they saw potential for a deeper connection, even if they're not yet fully ready to take the plunge into formal commitment. Introducing you to their inner circle, whether it's a family member, close friend, or a key person in their life, speaks volumes about how they feel about you. By allowing you into this part of their world, they're sharing an intimate side of themselves with you. It's not just about making introductions, it's about showing that they trust you and see you as someone important in their life, even if the future of the relationship isn't fully defined yet. For many people, family and friends are the people they turn to for support and validation. They are the ones who know them best, and the people they feel most vulnerable with. If your partner is introducing you to these individuals, it's a sign that they value you enough to allow you into their circle. They're not just keeping you separate from this aspect of their life, but instead, they're showing that they believe you could be someone who might stick around. Even if they're not ready to say, "I'm ready for commitment," this gesture still shows that they care deeply about you and see potential in the relationship. The act of introducing you to their loved ones signals a deeper level of comfort. Your partner is emotionally opening up to you by allowing you to meet the people who have shaped them, those who know them best. These are the people who may have seen their past relationships, who may have been there during their difficult moments, and yet, they're willing to invite you into that space. This is a clear indication that they are at least emotionally ready to allow you a place in their world, even if they're hesitant about fully committing to the relationship just yet. However, it's important to note that this doesn't necessarily mean that they are ready for a lifelong commitment. For some people, especially those who may have been hurt in the past or have been hesitant about deep emotional ties, introducing a partner to their inner circle may be a gradual step. They may be holding back from fully committing due to personal fears, past trauma, or uncertainty about what the future holds. But the fact that they're letting you in, showing that they trust you, and are willing to expose you to their close connections speaks to how deeply they feel about you. Ultimately, when your partner introduces you to their family or friends, it signifies an emotional investment. It's a sign that they care about you enough to let you into their personal world, and while commitment may take time, this gesture shows a strong desire to see where things can go. Even if they're waiting for the right time or working through their own reservations, the introduction to their loved ones is an indication that they are not just looking for something casual, they see the possibility for something deeper in the relationship. 4. They speak about a shared future, but with caution. When someone loves you deeply but isn't yet ready for full commitment, one of the signs that shows they care about the future, but are still treading carefully, is their cautious approach to talking about a shared future. They might bring up what-ifs and discuss the possibilities of a future together, but they'll often stop short of making definitive plans or promises. This hesitation doesn't stem from a lack of love, rather, it often indicates that they're emotionally invested, but they need more time to feel completely ready to take the next step. For someone who's emotionally invested but hesitant to commit, talking about a shared future can feel like a major step. They're testing the waters, exploring what it would be like to include you in their long-term plans. They might say things like, "What if we lived together someday?" Or, "It would be great if we could travel the world together." These conversations are indicative of someone who is seriously thinking about you and their future but is still not entirely certain about when or how to fully move forward. This kind of talk usually comes with a degree of caution. They may acknowledge the idea of growing together, but they're careful not to make promises they might not be able to keep. They are cautious because they might not yet feel ready to make concrete commitments, whether due to fear of vulnerability, past experiences, or simply the need for more time to ensure they're on the same page with you. The significance of this cautious approach is that they're not dismissing the possibility of a future with you. Instead, they are being careful not to rush into anything they might not be ready for. They want to see how the relationship develops naturally before making significant life decisions. This shows that they're not avoiding commitment altogether, but are instead waiting for the right moment when both of you feel emotionally aligned and ready for a deeper connection. While it might seem frustrating at times, especially if you are eager for more certainty, this caution is often a sign of respect. Your partner likely understands the weight of making a commitment, and they don't want to rush something that could affect both of your lives. Their hesitancy doesn't mean they love you any less, but rather that they are being thoughtful and cautious because they care about you and the future of the relationship. By talking about a shared future but not rushing into plans, they show that they're emotionally invested in the relationship. They may need time to be sure that the relationship is solid, and that they are truly ready for the responsibilities that come with long-term commitment. This isn't a rejection or avoidance of commitment, it's more about their desire to take things one step at a time, ensuring that both partners are emotionally and mentally prepared for what lies ahead. In many cases, someone who loves you deeply but isn't yet ready for full commitment may simply be waiting for the right time. They might be waiting for the relationship to mature, for external circumstances to settle, or for their own personal readiness. The fact that they're discussing a shared future at all is a strong indicator that they're not only emotionally invested, but they see potential for a long-term connection. They just need a little more time to get there. 5. They respect your space and independence. One of the most significant signs that a partner loves you deeply and is ready for commitment, but is waiting for the right moment, is their respect for your personal space and independence. In a healthy, loving relationship, emotional maturity plays a huge role. A partner who truly cares about you will understand that personal growth, autonomy, and space are essential aspects of a healthy, long-term relationship. They recognize that you are an individual with your own goals, interests, and needs, separate from the relationship, and they embrace that independence without feeling threatened by it. Respecting your personal space is not about distancing themselves from you. Instead, it's about giving you the room to pursue your individual passions, dreams, and personal growth. They understand that you don't need to be glued together every second of the day to prove your love for each other. It's a sign of emotional maturity when someone can love you deeply and still recognize that you need time and space to evolve on your own. They aren't constantly hovering or possessive, and they trust you to handle your own life while still being there to support and encourage you when needed. This respect for your space can be seen in the way they support your personal goals. Whether you're pursuing a new career opportunity, focusing on a hobby, or spending time with friends and family, they encourage you to take the time you need to focus on what matters to you individually. They don't view your independence as a threat to the relationship but as a vital part of who you are. By supporting you in these endeavors, they are signaling that they see you as an equal partner in the relationship and that they are not trying to control or limit you. The way they allow you to grow as an individual without imposing unnecessary pressure shows a deeper level of trust and respect. They recognize that for a relationship to thrive in the long run, both individuals must be able to stand on their own feet, both emotionally and practically. They are confident in your relationship and don't feel the need to micromanage or intrude on your personal time. Instead of creating dependency, they aim to foster a balance between togetherness and personal autonomy, which is crucial for emotional well-being in any relationship. This respect for your space also links directly to the idea of commitment. A partner who gives you the freedom to grow and thrive on your own terms is not running away from commitment. They are giving you the time and space you need to solidify your own foundation first. They are likely waiting for the right time when both of you are emotionally secure and strong as individuals, so that when you do commit fully, you do so with a solid foundation that can stand the test of time. In many cases, a partner's respect for your independence can also stem from their own need for personal space to grow. They may recognize that both partners need to evolve separately before coming together to build a future as a team. This space does not signal a lack of love or commitment, rather, it suggests a deep understanding of the importance of personal development in the relationship. It shows that they are emotionally intelligent enough to know that both of you need to maintain your sense of self within the relationship, and that this will ultimately strengthen your bond in the future. Ultimately, a partner who respects your space and independence is not only showing that they trust you, but they are also signaling that they are emotionally mature enough to wait for the right moment to commit fully. This maturity and understanding of the balance between togetherness and personal space is a key sign that they are deeply invested in the relationship and are waiting for the time when both of you are ready to make that leap into a fully committed, long-term partnership. 6. They have open conversations about money, career, and family. One of the most profound signs that your partner loves you deeply and is ready for commitment, but may be waiting for the right time, is their willingness to have open, honest conversations about money, career, and family. These topics are some of the most significant and sometimes sensitive areas of a person's life, and discussing them openly with a partner shows a high level of trust and emotional investment. When someone loves you and sees a future together, they are not afraid to include you in the larger picture of their life, including these foundational aspects that shape their future. Money conversations. Money can often be a taboo topic in relationships, but when someone loves you and is considering a future together, they will make an effort to talk about it openly. They might discuss their current financial situation, goals for the future, or any challenges they're facing. These discussions demonstrate that they trust you enough to share what is often seen as a private or even vulnerable part of their life. They understand that in a long-term relationship, finances will inevitably become a shared concern, and discussing it early on is a sign of maturity and commitment, even if they haven't fully committed yet. For example, your partner might open up about how they're managing debt, their plans for saving, or their financial aspirations. While they may not be ready to merge finances just yet, the willingness to include you in these conversations signals that they see you as a part of their life in the future. The key is not only that they share this information but also that they listen to your thoughts and concerns, valuing your input in how finances might be handled in the future. Career conversations. Equally important are conversations about career aspirations and goals. A partner who truly cares about you will want to understand how your career fits into your life and future plans, and they will share their own career ambitions as well. These discussions are a sign that they are not just thinking about the present but are considering how your paths might intertwine in the future. They might share details about their career trajectory, the challenges they face, and their hopes for professional growth. They may even ask about your career goals, showing a genuine interest in your success and well-being. For someone who is deeply in love with you, these conversations aren't just about logistics, they're about aligning visions for the future. Even if they haven't committed fully, the fact that they are sharing their career goals with you indicates they see you as someone who is a part of their long-term plans. Family dynamics. Family is another major area of life that people are often hesitant to discuss in detail. For many, Family dynamics can be complicated or sensitive, but someone who loves you deeply and sees a future with you will be more than willing to discuss their family life. This could involve talking about their relationship with parents, siblings, or even discussing their own experiences growing up. They may open up about how they envision their future family, or share their views on marriage, children, and other important life decisions. These conversations may not be easy, but they are an indication that they trust you enough to let you in on their personal world. They may ask about your family and your own values, wanting to understand what you envision for your life together. Even if they haven't yet committed to a serious relationship, talking about family is a key sign that they are starting to integrate you into their broader life narrative. Connection to future planning. The common thread through all of these discussions, money, career, and family, is future planning. When someone talks openly about these aspects of their life, it signals that they are thinking about how you might fit into their world long term. They are not just focused on the present moment but are considering how to build a life that includes both of you. This doesn't necessarily mean they're ready to fully commit today, but it does indicate that they are emotionally invested in the possibility of a future with you. By including you in conversations about money, career, and family, they are laying the groundwork for a deeper, more committed relationship. These discussions show they see you as someone who will play a significant role in their future and that they value your thoughts and opinions. Even if they haven't fully committed yet, the fact that they are already integrating you into these important areas of life suggests that they are waiting for the right moment to take the next step. Their openness and honesty are a sign of emotional maturity, and it's a clear indication that they are serious about building a future with you, even if they're not quite ready to commit in the way you might expect. 7. They demonstrate emotional support in difficult times. When a partner demonstrates emotional support during difficult times, it is one of the clearest signs that they love you deeply and are invested in the relationship, even if they have not yet fully committed. Emotional support goes beyond surface-level care. It's about being there for you when you're struggling, offering comfort, and showing empathy when life gets tough. This kind of support highlights their genuine feelings for you and suggests that they see potential for a long-term connection, even if they haven't yet taken the final step toward full commitment. Being there when it matters most. Life is full of challenges, and it's in those tough moments that the true depth of a relationship is often revealed. Whether you are dealing with personal loss, a health crisis, work-related stress, or any other difficulty, how your partner responds in those times can speak volumes about their readiness for commitment. A partner who loves you deeply will not shy away from supporting you emotionally during difficult situations. They will offer a listening ear, provide comfort, and do their best to make you feel seen and understood. Their presence during such times is invaluable, showing that their love is not contingent on easy circumstances but instead is unwavering, even in the face of hardship. Their actions go beyond just words of encouragement. They will follow through with thoughtful gestures like checking in on you regularly, offering to help with practical matters, or simply sitting with you in silence when that's what you need. These actions signal that they are emotionally available to you, and that they prioritize your well-being, even when they are not yet ready to make a long-term commitment. Demonstrating care beyond words. Emotional support is not always about grand gestures or grand declarations of love. Sometimes, it's the small, consistent actions that speak the loudest. A partner who is emotionally supportive will be attentive to your needs without being prompted, recognizing when you're struggling and stepping in to help without hesitation. Whether it's offering a comforting word when you're feeling down, being a source of calm during an argument, or helping you navigate tough decisions, their willingness to be there for you emotionally demonstrates their genuine care for you. For example, during times of stress or anxiety, a partner who loves you deeply may offer reassurance or help you focus on finding solutions rather than adding to your stress. Their emotional support is a demonstration of their maturity and ability to handle the more difficult aspects of life, both individually and as a couple. They are not seeking to fix every problem but to simply be a source of steady, calming support when you need it most. Emotional availability and readiness for commitment. While your partner may not outwardly express their readiness for full commitment during difficult times, their actions provide a subtle yet powerful indication of where they stand emotionally. Someone who offers consistent emotional support shows that they care deeply for you, and are willing to stand by you in times of trouble. This is a clear sign that they are emotionally invested in the relationship, even if they haven't yet made a formal commitment. In many cases, a person who is emotionally supportive during difficult times may not be ready to take the next step toward full commitment due to fears or concerns about the timing or other external factors. However, their willingness to stand by you through tough times suggests that when the conditions are right, they will be ready to commit to you fully. It's important to understand that emotional support is often a precursor to deeper commitment. It shows that your partner values the relationship and is building the emotional foundation necessary for a long-term bond. Even though your partner may not explicitly express their readiness to commit, their emotional support serves as a silent but powerful declaration of their readiness. When someone is emotionally supportive during difficult times, it means they are willing to invest in the relationship and are capable of handling the complexities of love. While they might not yet be prepared to make a formal commitment, their actions suggest that they are waiting for the right time when everything aligns. This emotional investment, built over time, is a strong foundation for future commitment. Your partner's unwavering support shows that, despite any reservations or external factors, they are willing to stay by your side through thick and thin. In essence, their emotional availability signals that when they are ready to take the next step, it will be based on a strong, stable relationship that has already weathered the storms together. This deep emotional connection and support, given freely and without expectation, is a true sign that they are laying the groundwork for a lasting commitment when they are ready. In conclusion, we've explored 7 key signs that indicate your partner deeply loves you and is ready for commitment, but may be waiting for the right moment. From consistent actions and emotional support to sharing a vision for the future and respecting your independence, these signs demonstrate that they are emotionally invested and envision a lasting connection with you. However, the journey to full commitment is often about timing, trust, and mutual understanding. Now that you know these signs, what do you think? Is your partner already ready for commitment but waiting for the perfect moment, or do they need a bit more time to be fully prepared? Understanding these signals can help you navigate your relationship and know where you both stand.